I wanted to get back to you guys on that poll and explain a little bit more. So I asked a question, and you guys, a lot of you took the poll and the majority did win. That is exactly the answer. How many times did I bring up Limelife today during my job? I was hired to do a corporate job, like social media, billboards, things like that, today. And the answer was zero. The answer is zero. So I use Limelife because it's actually a really great product that is going to stand up to the test of scrutinizing eyes of an entire crew, from the creative directors to the photographers to the models to the clients to the agencies who are looking at the work on a computer right in front of me. Do you think I'm going to put something horrible on people's faces? Absolutely not. I use it for that reason, first and foremost, for all of my jobs. I think there might be a common misconception in thinking like what it is that retailing looks like. So I can see when you go to my social media why it may look like one way. Like, for example, it may look like, here's me putting this on and me doing, okay, I don't do that. And, putting it on and showing the whole routine. Like, y'all, I don't do all that for the sets that I work on. I'm a pro makeup artist being hired for my talent, and my skill set chooses the makeup I choose because it delivers and it performs. That's the main and only reason, honestly, that I ever got into this industry, is because I knew I could retail the product I was using on my clients. With integrity, I would use it on camera as well as on my client. I had my own line before. It did not translate well to photography. And I didn't feel right about saying, hey, this is good enough for you, but it's not good enough for me. So when Limelife came along, it was like, bet. Also, if you've ever taken a makeup class with me before, you'll know that you bring your own stuff. I encourage you guys for any makeup workshops to bring your own stuff, and I teach you how to use what you already have. That's actually my main thing, is helping people figure out how to use what they already own and make it less complicated. What we end up running into every single time, which is why I love that I have something on hand for them to try out, and I'll show you how, is that people have common problems. You probably, as a makeup artist, have heard this, or as a customer may know, like, yeah, that's a common problem I had. Finding the right match. When you have the foundations in front of you to be able to color match with something that does not oxidize, and they can see it right away, what it looks like, how it feels, and when it goes on, yeah, most times people are gonna be like, okay, yeah, I need a foundation that's gonna work for me. That's not gonna oxidize in the summer. It's not gonna have like water tear stains, in the rain and stuff. Like, there are things that people need, and it makes sense to have something on hand. So therefore, I'll ask if they would like me to put a card together with them with the stuff that we talked about, and it's like super easy. But even more importantly, like going back to my job today, if you saw the photo, you saw that this is what my kit looks like. First of all, how slim and easy is this, right? I mean, I have it in my bigger case with my tubes and pencils and stuff. But you guys, like, this is what I work out of. Is this screaming by me at all? Is there anything about this that says, I'm sitting here in a chair with a girl who's trying to sell me makeup? No, because I'm not. You guys, I'm trying to have the most efficient, the best formula, something that I can mix up in many different ways. I can mix it in with facial oil. By the way, also Limelife. Do you see how that does not look like a Limelife product? I can put it with some glow drops. By the way, also Limelife. I depot my stuff like everybody else. And the thing is, that really just is a testament to, if people ask for it, it's because it's good stuff. And the very last thing I do before somebody leaves, usually for both men and women, but usually for the men's grooming that I do, a lot of times they don't want to wear their powder or concealer, whatever we did for them, outside of set. And so I'm always offering them a wipe. I ask them, would you like a wipe to remove that with? And they say, sure. And so I give them one of these. This is actually from Limelife by Alcone. There's like a 25 pack or a 50 pack, and they're individually wrapped, and I keep these in my kit. And you know what? They remember me when they work with me, because I have some clients that work with me over and over again, and they know this is my thing. They actually expect it now. Even if they're not available to take it, their assistant knows to get it for me. It's like become my calling card. And it's never been about like, oh my gosh, look at the brand. It's always been about like, wow, look what extra care she's given me to make sure I'm taken care of when she's gone. And I always ask when I have an opportunity, or I just go ahead and leave a moisturizer as well. But I'm not leaving my business card with it. I'm not leaving a QR code with it. I mean, you do you if you want, but I just give this to them. And just like a number of us will give samples to our clients to like touch up that lipstick during a wedding or for the evening or anything like that, I have little containers and I have little vials. So if we've talked about, anti-aging or breakouts or things like that, and I have some extra vitamin C on me, or I have something that I can give them a little sample of. It doesn't have to be perfectly packaged like this. I'll go ahead and give them a sample, and it just helps them know that I'm thinking of them past the moment of me working with them. I think as makeup artists, we can be so short-sighted, which is why we don't have repeat customers. And I realized when I started retailing is that that's when I got loyalty in my customers, because they knew I was taking care of them outside of just the time I was getting paid, if that makes sense. It was like I was looking at their skin health long term. I wasn't looking at it just to get paid for that moment. And you would think that the more you taught them about the makeup you're using, that the more they wouldn't come back to you. But I've had people coming back to me for 10 years. So the opposite has proved to be true. So I guess the last thing I'm going to say is that, you know, you really got to just trust who you are showing up as. Are you showing up for yourself in a circumstance, or are you showing up for your client? Are you showing up for others? If you're always putting others first, and it's not about you, it's not about what you can get from something, it's not about what you can sell today on set as an artist, or even just in general, then 9 times out of 10, it's your reputation's going to precede you, and they will come looking for you when they need something. They will come and remember the vitamin C vial that you gave them that really helped their skin, and they'll be like, where's Kat's info? I'm going to get information from her. And that's the thing, is that if I know I have a really great product like Limelight that I can back up because it's a collaboration with lots of different brands like RCMA, Skindinavia, our skincare is ridiculously good. If you've never tried it, you definitely need to try it. Then it's just one of those things where I stand behind that. And so when I give samples, I never worry about what it's going to look like because I'm helping somebody.
Yes. Yeah.